Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Natalie with the Outlaw Weather Community, and I will be just giving everyone a live stream here on what we are currently doing. This is our very
Good
first
evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nadia with the
operational
Outlaw.
live stream. I'm currently by myself today, so I will be quite busy with everything that we're currently getting out, but I will certainly try my best. We're gonna go over to our main concern here, super weather-wise. Over here in portions of central and eastern Mississippi, just north and east of Jackson, Mississippi, we have this bow echo moving eastward. We have some severe thunderstorm warnings currently in effect for the area. Let's go ahead and go over to one panel here, just make it a bit more easier for everyone to read this. So as you can see, we have an outflow boundary down here and extending from near Decatur all the way to near Macomb. So that will bring gusty winds. So you'll probably see gusty winds before you see a heavy rainfall or lightning. So wind gusts will definitely be the primary threat, and that is definitely evident by the bow echo right here. This is strong winds blowing the precipitation outward. If we take a quick look over at the SPC, once again, so severe thunderstorms, these are what we call base severe thunderstorm warnings. So they're typically for 60-mile-per-hour wind gust or quarter-size hail, sometimes both. So this is basically the lowest you can get of a severe thunderstorm warning. However, we still need to treat it as if you have a dangerous storm heading for your area, because you do. So if we go quickly over here to the Storm Prediction Center website, let me just go and bring that up. We have some tornado watches in effect, and when I say some, I mean 4. So let me go and go over here. Sorry if things are kind of slow. So right here we have tornado watch number 213. Let me just kind of move this over real quick. Or maybe not. I'll just move over my tab. Alright, having some technical problems already. That sounds like fun. Let's move over to window cap. There we go. That makes life easier, doesn't it? So tornado watch number 213 is now in effect until 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes portions of southern and central Oklahoma and portions of northern Texas. You can expect a few tornadoes with some intense tornadoes possible. It's been quite a while since we've seen that. And you can also expect scattered, large, and likely isolated very large hail events up to 2.5 inches in diameter, so that's around tennis ball size, and scattered damaging wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour. So as you can see, we have considerable to possibly destructive variables with these storms, and also the possibility of an intense tornado or two. Tornado watch number 212 is also in effect for portions of southeastern Louisiana and southern and central Mississippi. This one is in effect until 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So right now they are calling for a couple of tornadoes, possible scattered damaging wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour, and large hail events to 1 inch in diameter. We also have tornado watch number 211 in effect for portions of far eastern Colorado, western Kansas, and southwestern Nebraska. This is in effect until 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Once again, they're calling for a few tornadoes, scattered large hail, likely with isolated very large hail events up to 2.5 inches in diameter, as well as scattered damaging wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour. And finally, we have tornado watch number 210 in effect for portions of southeastern Arkansas, northern and central Louisiana, and western Mississippi, effective from 9:25 a.m. until 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time today, so it's already in effect right now, and they're calling for a couple tornadoes possible, scattered damaging wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour, and isolated large hail events up to 1 inch in diameter. So that is currently what we are looking at watch-wise. We have all tornado watches being issued at the current moment, and I do believe that we have. Yes, we have. Okay. So we now have a tornado warning in effect. I'm not too sure how long this has been in effect for. I just now have seen this. We're gonna pull that up here. Tornado warning in Kansas right now, y'all. Let's go and pull this up real quick. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it was taking so long to do that. We are definitely having some loading problems. There we go. All right, tornado warning in effect for Rollins, Kansas. This includes Beardsley. This includes Atwood and Blakeman. This is a radar-indicated tornado warning. At 3:56, there was a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located 7 miles south of Atwood. This storm is moving northwest at 40 miles per hour. Atwood, you'll be hit in about 5 minutes. Make sure that you're in a basement interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Always avoid windows. Those are the worst things to be near. And as always, if you're outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. There's also heavy rainfall with this storm that might make it very difficult to see. Do not wait to see or hear this tornado. Take cover now. We'll go and take a look at velocity. Multiple air, alrighty, 12 miles south-southeast of Atwood, Rollins County, Kansas. 911 call center reports funnel cloud at 2:55 p.m. MDT. Dispatch reported a funnel cloud south of Atwood. Location is approximate and time estimated. All right, so sorry, 45 p.m. So that, I actually don't know. All right, they worded that very confusingly. So yes, 911 call center reported a funnel cloud with a storm. Also, to mention, radar indicates up to quarter-size hail, 1.11 inches to be exact with the storm. So definitely large hail is also possible. So you're gonna want to make sure that you're inside for that. Even if you're not being affected by the tornado, the hail will also be affecting you. Flash flood warning also in effect. This storm is moving into a flash flood warning. Beardsley, McDonald, Bird City, and Ben Kilman. Not too sure how to pronounce that. A base flash flood warning in effect for you. Alrighty, and we just now got another radar indicated tornado warning for Thomas County, Kansas until 4:15 p.m. At around 4 p.m., so this is a very short tornado warning. There's a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado about 4 miles southwest of Reckford or 12 miles east of Colby, moving northwest at around 40 miles per hour. If I'm a bit late to see these tornado warnings, I do apologize. So this tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of northeastern Thomas County. Once again, it's going to be mainly rural areas of Thomas County, and once again, heavy rainfall may hide this tornado. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. So if we just go and switch over here to radar Omega. There we go. We can see that these are all within our tornado watch here, as well as an MCD. So tornado watch currently in effect for this area. Main areas underneath this are going to be Goodland, McCook, Hayes, Great Bend, Garden City, Dodge City, and Ulysses. Ulysses. I should know how to say that, but I don't. Just north of Lamar, southeast of Sterling, south of Sydney, and North Plate. I cannot talk today. You're gonna find as a trend with me. Two flash flood warnings also in effect. Just to the west of these two tornado warnings. So once again, that is because of the heavy rainfall and will only exacerbate the threat of not being able to see these tornadoes due to them being rain wrapped. Let's go real quick over to the Goodland radar. All right. So it's a bit hard to tell here what they are warning for. But if we go back over to reflectivity, I have two areas of concern. Right here and right here. Atwood possibly Hellgecko trying to form up. Once again, I'm not too sure what they are actually warning this for, where the tornado warning is coming out of, but we're gonna have faith in the National Weather Service as always. We don't want to be throwing shade to them. They're a lot smarter than me. It was good. Alright, having some technical problems very fixed. So multiple areas of hail indicated on reflectivity alone. So we can see up to 63 dBz, possibly up to 66 dBz. So some hail is present within this thunderstorm. Right now, the highest radar value that I'm seeing is just over half an inch. Um, Given the signatures that we're seeing, we could see up to penny-sized hail in the storm. And this is our previous funnel cloud report from the 911 call center, as I pointed out earlier. So the line will continue moving a very odd motion, north-northeast. So this zone could possibly hit Venego and Lamar if it continues, possibly to around Holyoke if it continues. It might not be tornadic, but it will most certainly be strong. Fire, I do believe that we're actually going to switch back to normal VC. Alrighty, and that is an update to our tornado watch. From Jackson, it is no longer in effect for Attala, Hines, Leake, or Madison counties in Mississippi. I will see if more counties were removed from that tornado watch here very shortly. Um, alrighty. So now onto this more southern tornado warning, including Rexford. Um, Once again, very confused on what they're warning for here. Um, Yes, very confused on what they could possibly be warning her for. Let's see. It's most likely right in here. Um. So another radar indicated tornado warning in effect. These are both in northeast, northwestern Kansas. So this tornado warning includes northeastern Gem and portions of Rexford. This storm will continue moving just northeast, northwest. I have my directions very much confused. At around 30 to 40 miles per hour. So those in Atwood, Ludell, Blakeman, you could possibly be hit by another, possibly tornadic supercell moving through your area. Alrighty, and this tornado warning has been continued for Rollins County, Kansas, until 5:15 p.m. at 4:07 p.m. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. So was located near Atwood, moving northwest at 40 miles per hour. Another, once again, it remains a radar-indicated tornado warning. So that means that a Doppler radar has indicated rotation. Now, to me, it is becoming more clear as to where the rotation is. So right here, northwest of Rexford, you have some broad rotation starting to start up right here. Nothing is on the ground. Ooh. might take that back. Alrighty. We definitely want to be watching this Rexford cell. Huh. I will have to check back on that later. So once again, main concern for me right now is to the northwest of Rexford. You have a radar indicated tornado warning. Here, but just to the west of Atwood, south of Blakeman, you have another area of broader rotation starting to start up. This is in Rollins County. This storm has had a confirmed funnel cloud from a N 911 call. And our Thomas County, Kansas tornado warning has also been continued until 5:15 p.m. At 4:08 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 5 miles west of Rexford or 13 miles northeast of Colby, moving northwest at around 35 miles per hour. So both of our tornado warnings have been continued until 4:15. These both expire in around 5 minutes. Um, I'm unsure whether or not they will be continued or not. I will most likely have a better estimate on that here soon. However, it is possible if they're continuing it this close to expiration. All right, sorry about that. I had to take a quick look at something. So, our tornado watch here, the one that we are currently monitoring, this one expires in 169 minutes. We take a quick look at the probabilities. Our overall tornado threat is around a moderate, so that's going to be a 50%, and an EF2 to EF5 tornado risk is a low 20%. If I was personally talking about my main area of concern for possibly, while unlikely, possibly intense tornadoes, I would put it in northern Texas and central and southern Oklahoma. If I had to plot it somewhere, which the SB seems to be agreeing with me on that, with that 40% moderate risk for tornadoes. So let's just go and take a quick look at the SBC website. We've been talking a lot about it, but I haven't actually shown it so far. All right. So where you see this lighter green, this is just a general thunderstorm risk. This is really what you would see every day, thunderstorm wise. This darker green, that's a marginal risk, so that's a 1 out of 5. You can expect isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. These are typically issued for isolated damaging wind gusts and isolated large hail. So that's what most people, if you are underneath a severe weather risk, that's what most of you guys are under right now. The yellow is a slight risk. That's a 2 out of 5. So you can see still isolated but possibly scattered strong to severe thunderstorms. This is typically whenever we start seeing the introduction of a tornado for an area. And then our highest risk for tornado, which is the highest risk for today, is the enhanced risk. That's going to be the orange. So this means scattered severe thunderstorms across the area. So let's take a quick look at the probability, shall we? For a tornado threat, we have a 10 significant for portions of central and southern Oklahoma. We also have a 10% for portions of central and western Kansas. This is where we have our 2 tornado warnings. Looking at our wind threat, oh, sorry, I did forget to mention this. We also have a 5% risk for tornadoes in portions of central and southern Mississippi and a 2% extending into portions of southeastern Louisiana. A 15% chance for damaging wind gusts centered extending from portions of southern Nebraska into eastern Colorado across portions of Kansas into Oklahoma and portions of northern Texas. And finally, our hail threat, which is the highest on the scale today, 15% chance extending from portions of southern Nebraska and eastern Colorado southeastward into Kansas and Oklahoma and then into northern Texas. And with a 30% significant area extending from central and southern Kansas into Oklahoma, just grazing portions of northern Texas.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
And that is a new tornado warning for Rawlins County, Kansas until 4:30 p.m. At 4:12 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 9 miles northwest of Rexford or 18 miles northeast of Colby, moving north at 15 miles per hour.
New information. This tornado warning has been allowed to expire.
Alrighty, so that's some good news. So that new tornado warning that was just called out, that has replaced the more southern tornado warning. So this tornado warning down here has expired. It has been expired by the NWS and taken over with this tornado warning. Our other tornado warning over here by Outwood was allowed to expire normally, wasn't expired manually by the NWS. Just trying to fix my GR2 right now. I seem to have broken it. Alrighty, there we go. I don't know why my scroll stuff is so broken. Alright. Fire, you were calling me, correct?
Alright, I left and I was going to tell you about the tornado warning.
Alright. Thank you. Indeed. So, sorry about that, guys. I am now back. So that tornado warning currently in effect for Rexford and
A new tornado warning has been issued.
that was at the exact same time. So new tornado warning in effect for portions of Hitchcock and Dundee counties in Kansas, including the town of Stratton. Once again, another radar indicated tornado warning currently in effect. So let's go and get this information up here. At 3:15 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time or 4:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 6 miles south of Stratton or 13 miles southwest of Trenton, moving north at 35 miles per hour. In addition to a possible tornado, radar indicates penny-sized to possibly quarter-sized hail with this thunderstorm. So not only will a possible tornado be a threat for you, large hail will also be a possibility. Damaging wind gusts are also possible with this thunderstorm, possibly up to 50, possibly 60 miles per hour wind gusts with these storms, as well as a possible flood threat. We are having flood advisories and flood warnings issued for quite a big area. And someone's IMBI is going insane.
Yeah, that's mine.
I'm gonna...
I was trying to see what, like, all bots talk, because that's the only thing I can really get.
Sorry about that, y'all. Now in an area where I wasn't expecting anything today. And it's not even just a normal one either. Alright, so first off, we have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Alachua, Gilchrist, and Columbia counties. Radar indicates up to 2-inch hail with this storm and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. This is radar indicated. In addition, there's also torrential rainfall. So this severe thunderstorm was located near High Springs, or 11 miles southeast of Ichtuckney Spring, moving northwest at 10 miles per hour. In addition, another SCR from NWS Melbourne here. This is a base S.
New information. This tornado warning has been allowed to expire.
So I guess I got that. New SCR including Windermere, Winter Garden, Oakland, Oconee, Ola Vista, Bay Hill, Dr. Phillips. So that is a base severe thunderstorm warning. You can expect quarter-size hail in that thunderstorm. So severe thunderstorm was located over Horizon West or near Winter Garden, moving south at around 10 miles per hour. Even though they made this polygon look as if it's moving to the west, I don't understand that, but I will just have to kind of cope. So, Vada, can you just take over from me real quick?
Turn that tab, mate.
Vada, can you take over from me for a minute?
Sure. What do you want, like, out of it? Do you just want me to put up? Alright. Right now, it is with 60-mile-an-hour winds and less than 3/4 inch hail, which is radar indicated. For right now, in Mississippi counties in Arkansas, and Shelby and Tipton counties in Tennessee until 5 p.m. On that tornado warning for Rawlins County in Kansas, it is until 4:30, so this will expire in about 8 minutes. The tornado is currently at radar indicated and less than 3/4 inch hail. And repeating, this is going to expire in about 8 minutes. So likely be allowed to expire.
And speaking of stuff, continuation of our tornado warning for Rawlins County, Kansas until 4:30 p.m. At 4:21 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 10 miles southeast of Ludell, or 11 miles southeast of Atwood, moving north at 40 miles per hour. So once again, this is the same tornado warning that we were just talking about. South of Herndon remains a radar indicated tornado warning. So what's a radar indicated tornado warning? Some people might be wondering. So they basically look at velocity, and if we see an area called a velocity couplet, this isn't the best example. This isn't the prettiest one I've seen. But if we see something called a velocity couplet, which is where winds flowing in different directions are touching in a tightened spot, we can basically infer that there's rotation there, and then we can issue a tornado warning. And when I say we, I mean the NWS.